I'm gonna make this very quick. In this situation with Ryan Garcia, haven't heard much about rumors as far as his next fight. Haven't heard Oscar really say anything about Ryan Garcia since the fight. The fans haven't really said much about do they want to still have the rematch or what's next for Ryan. Man sold 1.2 million with Tank Davis. Has millions of fans. Ain't nobody asking what his next fight is. This is where the subject of me saying, does anybody have real fans come up? And when I ask that, sometimes people understand, sometimes they don't. Where are the real fans for Ryan Garcia that actually want to know where the rest of his career is going to go? That's why I don't like no front runners, man. I don't like no front runner fans. I don't like no front runner boxers. There's a lot of front running coming from Oscar De La Hoya, from Ryan Garcia, and the fans. It's a lot of front running going on. Supporting PED users. Zero tolerance. The fact that Oscar was behind that, supporting a guy like Ryan Garcia, allegedly. I'm not really too fond of that. The man destroyed his name, to be honest with you, trying to support Ryan Garcia. And where are the fans at, though? They all was trolling and doing everything else for the last year. Everybody's quiet. That's why I said, if you can't troll in boxing these days, that's how they build the sport of boxing up. They troll. They find the best fighters, usually black, and they troll them, and that's it. That's the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing, even the people who run boxing, they don't care how much trolling goes on. If they can get paid off trolling in boxing, that's what they will do. So when Teofimo's trolling, everybody, oh, they're going to get suspended for this, for saying this. Shut up. Ryan Garcia just had a title fight after he got suspended and suspended from some sanctioning body, whatever. Didn't he just fight for a title? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. People need to shut up with all that, man. All this, when it comes to this guy, only a certain amount of people need to be talking. Everybody else lost you're not valid no more. I don't know why everybody think they validated when they just talking. Nothing you say is valid anymore when it comes to this guy. You won't even speak up for when after he lose. I don't like no front runners, man. Too many front runner fans. I think Ryan Garcia's fans are front runners. And a lot of boxing fans are front runners when it comes to Canelo. A lot of these people just want to be behind a winner, somebody who just won or whatever. That's groupie stuff. When did this groupie behavior come to boxing when you just don't want to celebrate a fighter for getting in the ring and being a warrior? Now the fans is taking on the Floyd Mayweather mentality. Oh, well, the fighter needs to be undefeated and he needs to have this and that. And now the fans are taking on that identity. Because now it's about pay-per-view sales. They talking like Floyd. You bring up a fighter, they talking about pay-per-view sales. What did he do? Who he fight? Where he been? How much money he got? What kind of shoes he wearing? Who he talking to? All that extra stuff that don't got nothing to do with boxing. Yeah, they know all that. But then I'm hearing people acting like, oh, well, Ryan just looked bad. This is how they're going to build the sport of boxing up. This is how they've been building the sport of boxing up. This is why Turkey Al-Sheikh has the sport of boxing in his hands right now. And this is why everybody else who's been using ethnicities to pick what boxer they're going to go to, they looking crazy right now. The narratives is dying, and whatever was being put out there, it's not being talked about no more. I think it's cowardly that people ain't talking about the rematch versus Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And they've been talking about this every day for over 300 days. I think it's very cowardly.